Hello, this is Brad Levin from Comic Experience Sci-Fi at the beautiful Able Ideas studio for our podcast number 5 on Saturday, the 23rd of January. We're going to talk about upcoming 2016 television, what we're looking forward to, what we've seen, what we like, are we going to talk about what we hate? Maybe we are.
We always do that.
Well, right, that's
You're all a bunch
goes
of
without
haters.
saying. We are here with the Q.
How's
and
it going?
the all magnificent Mark, and of course,
Hello.
our chief cook and bottle washer, Denver. And there may be special guests appearing as necessary because that's
I don't
how
think
we
Nick
roll.
will be returning this week, but Brad, I have to say you sound a lot better.
Thank you. I had a cold last week.
Yeah, you were a little
wasn't-
off your game last time.
I was.
Yeah, you were.
I was. I feel so much better. And one of the
I'm
reasons I
glad.
feel better is because I am enjoying a Crispin brand natural hard pear cider, blackberry pear flavor. It is both juicy and complex.
Yeah, but-
I like how you did that there.
Thank you.
and they're not even a sponsor.
No, they're not a sponscer.
Are you
But I
sure?
will be buying this again. I'm telling you, I'm over halfway through with it, and it is delicious.
Well, last week, Q, I almost called him Brad. Q,
I know we look so much alike.
We look alike. It might be the beard.
Q and Mark didn't even finish their beers last time, so I said, okay, this week I'm getting something nice and fruity. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we're
girly
women.
and- That's right.
We're women.
So I don't know if
Well, we had a few new movie trailers come out this week.
Suicide Squad.
Yep, they had the Suicide Squad trailer that came out.
That is the best trailer of the year, in my opinion.
Yes, thank you. Fuck Deadpool. Fuck Deadpool.
That
Okay,
is
but I'm
the
still
best
gonna say it.
trailer.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard to compete with Deadpool because you got one great character, whereas in Suicide Squad, it looks like you got a whole arsenal of them.
yeah. My wife actually brought that to my attention. She says, "Have you seen the new Suicide Squad trailer?" And I'm thinking, "Oh my God, I've converted my wife. How nice!"
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Best
Wonderful.
use of Bohemian Rhapsody since Wayne's World.
Oh, yes. Yes. When it came on, is this the real? I was like, what? I mean, I was doing that the whole little episode. Anyway, but that trailer, being a DC fan, I am so excited.
I'm more excited for that movie than I am for Batman vs.
Okay, I
Superman.
wouldn't go that
That's exactly my thought. After I saw this, I've said, you know what? The DC
Because
movie
it's
I want to
lighthearted.
see.
It's more
They're going
grounded.
for the comedy. They're going for the real comic book feel. With respect, Batman and Superman are going for the kick in the nuts. You better be a real staunch fan.
Very serious and
it's-
somber, you
Right.
know.
I was almost going to say dark. Not only because so many people like Superman and Batman's gunning for him. And he ain't taking no shit. And that's why you either love Batman or you don't, because he takes everything so fucking seriously. But Suicide Squad, they're like, well, we do the job and we die, or we don't do the job and we die, so let's kick some
It's
ass.
only lighthearted because the villain is the Joker. So it's got to be.
Right, but
a
you
little
understand
comical.
it's do or die. They have no choice.
I get that, but I just.
And the trailer itself kind of had a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe where it was, all these kind of rogues.
ragtag
and-
teams
yeah,
put together.
put
and
together.
very comical, so
Which, that's what it is always. Anyway,
they were pretty
but
smart putting
Yeah,
that
I
one
like the
together.
one. She's like,
This could actually be Jai Courtney's best role to date.
I don't.
I think so. I think
Because
so.
he kind of he stole the trailer in a way. I mean,
I didn't think so.
well, he was good in the trailer. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
And
And
I've never really cared for him in any.
We should only be so lucky that he's that good in the movie. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
that's
notorious for only showing us the very cream of the crop of the movie, and the rest of it is like you're waiting. I thought this was going to be a good movie. The trailer was great, and all of a sudden, oh, there's a trailer. Oh crap! It's back to the shit. Okay, and then you, oh, there it is, another guy. Oh, it's over.
well, nowadays they put stuff in the trailers that doesn't even end up in the
Haven't
movie.
been in the
Right,
movie.
it gets
that's
cut
like about
out.
False
That's true.
advertising.
Oh yeah, that's why I won't pay more than $5 to go see a movie. I'd rather get up early on Saturday morning and see a matinee
That's exactly when I go.
Yeah,
than
that's what I-
than
Well,
pay full
it's-
price.
You're avoiding all the idiots.
Well,
there.
it don't.
Yeah.
It
Well,
doesn't
and my
matter.
wife,
And I go with some of those idiots.
God love her and protect her, she won't see a movie until it comes out on DVD. And since she's a librarian, she rents them free. So we don't pay
Does
for
she read the book?
usually, yeah. If
Speaking-
there's a book.
Speaking of books,
There we go.
The other big trailer that was released this week is the third Divergent movie based on the book
Right,
series.
Insurgent, Divergent, and
Well, I think
Perversion.
I was gonna say detergent.
I was gonna say.
Porn version.
is it Allegiant?
Maybe
I think
that's
it's
what it is.
Allegiance.
And I gotta
Allegiance.
say that of the three, this one looks the most science fiction-y, if that's a word.
It's very controversial. I will not kill it for anybody who hasn't read the book. But it is an unusual situation with that book.
So it's
And
very genty.
I'm just going to leave it at that. If you don't read the book, you'll just have to wait and see. Even alluding to it could lead to trouble, because if you find out what it is, you won't go see it. I'm not 100% sure I want to see it, because I was warned off not to read the third book because I would be disappointed.
Is the book controversial or something?
No. It's just
It just has a twist that's kind of
yes. There's an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Okay.
What is it?
I've
Have you seen the last Hunger Games?
I didn't see that. I've seen them
Well,
all,
Yeah.
but the very last
kind of
one.
like the last Hunger. Is it kind of
Well,
like
and that
one?
wasn't done the way the book the book was written either.
Okay, because I didn't see the. I thought it was. I thought that's what.
I
it
don't
No,
was.
I
care
listened
for
to the
catching
audiobooks. I
fire.
listened
That's
to
the only
unabridged
Hunger Games
audiobooks
movie I
before
like.
all that, and you're totally wrapped, and weird shit just happens to go. That wasn't in the book. Where did that come from? Now, I didn't read any of the Harry Potter books, so I enjoyed all the movies, but everybody I went with read the books and going, that wasn't in there, that wasn't in there. So it's a little upsetting to people who've read the book. Sometimes it's better just to go in.
Just to go in.
Yeah,
and
my
see it.
wife and her mom would rather read the books, and then, you know what? If they don't see the movie, so what? But
Right.
she likes the DVDs because she likes the extra features. We will actually watch a movie and go, well, that was okay, and then watch the gag reels and the extras and the weird stuff and laugh our butts off.
Well, that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah, so you do what you got to
I
do.
guess I'm looking for. I haven't seen the last one on that the Insurgent.
Divergent?
Was it? Wait, which one was it?
Divergent?
Okay.
Insurgent was the first one. Divergent was the second one.
Okay. No, I thought it was Divergent.
I
was
have
the
it on
first
Vudu. If you want to watch it, we'll
one.
watch it.
Don't worry about it. It was
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
All right, we got two new movies coming out this week, or they came out yesterday actually. One is another sci-fi book, kind of one of these dystopian teen.
Which
type
one is
books.
that?
This is The Fifth Wave. I think we talked about it.
right.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason in
looks
my head
weird.
it was already out.
Now the reviews are not great. It's at about a 19% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's not going to get any better. It's
Yeah,
a
no.
cute girl trying to find her brother that's been kidnapped by aliens that have already beat the shit out of us. And the fifth wave is human beings being 80% decimated on the planet, trying to pull what's his name, an Independence Day, and trying to take the planet back. And if it works or if it doesn't work, you just watch this shit and it goes, oh my God, I can't believe they killed us. And that's the end. And you're like, oh, what's that?
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Well, but to believe that this family can somehow stay together and a 14-year-old or 15-year-old girl is going in and kicking ass and taking names. And there's one thing in the trailer where she comes in and she catches a guy and she's about to shoot him, but she doesn't. And she says, how did you know I wasn't an alien? Well, it's because you didn't shoot me the minute you walked in the door. She says, how do I know you're not an alien? He says, I guess you don't. She turned around and walked out. It's like, what the fuck, man? What
One
is
thing
that?
I remember about that trailer is that plane just sitting there still, and then it goes.
Oh, and then
crashes.
Right, somersaults.
That's the only thing I remember about the trailer. Because the
Only
only
thing I
thing it
remember
looked
about the
cool.
trailer
Right.
is it says the Fifth Wave.
Yeah, and I
What does
honestly
that tell you?
And
Yeah.
it starred the hit girl. That's the only
Oh
thing.
yeah, and Hit Girls in it. That's all I remember.
But
Well,
Right.
this is
Fifth
supposed
Wave
to
and
be
Hit
the
Girl.
start of a new
It's not.
trilogy
It's
or
gonna-
series.
It's gonna
Really?
It's not going anywhere with
Yeah, my wife said it was a book, but she said I didn't want to read
like
it.
some of those other ones. Mortal
I
Instruments
Am
or
4.
whatever.
Like I Am
Yeah,
4.
some of those just.
But I Am 4 was actually really
Crashed.
good though.
All right, we got another new movie that came out this week, The Boy.
Oh,
Which
that
is
is
the
one
creepy
creepy
doll.
ass shit.
That shit looks terrible.
Yeah.
That motherfucker going to
Yeah,
wood
I don't
chipper.
even know if there's really a kid or.
Well, the
it's-
doll's alive. They're saying it's the doll
Well,
alive.
I don't know if the doll's alive or somebody's pulling some crap on her, but I watched that while I was doing my review on CW TV, watching some shows and catching up. I must have seen that trailer 5 times. I ain't standing next to portrait pictures.
I would only see that.
Oh, that's fucking creepy ass shit.
Lauren Cohen was naked in the movie. That's the only way I'd see that
Maggie
movie.
Well, then I'm going.
Maggie from The Walking Dead.
Yeah, you know.
That's the only reason I'd see that movie.
I'll go see that then. But as for, I've seen the trailer probably more than you've seen the trailer.
Probably.
And it's fucking weird.
It looks creepy, but the reviews are not good either. That's got 29% on Rotten Tomatoes,
And
which is
what
better
do
than
they
The Fifth
know?
Wave. But not
Well,
by
and
much.
the
Another
only
reason
reason
why
why-
I didn't see this shit.
The only reason Chucky was a good movie was because he had great lines.
Oh yeah,
But a movie about a killer doll.
That doesn't move, that doesn't talk.
Yeah,
that
it's
doesn't-
just fucking creepy.
like Annabelle.
Yeah.
Sits there and then
yeah.
bad shit just happens to people.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
So,
well,
I
before
don't
we
know how
get
that's
to
gonna
our
work.
main topic for the week, let's just talk about the whole Academy Awards brouhaha, the boycotting, because
you
of the
really wanna
the
talk
diversity.
about this?
Well, I
Oh.
want to talk about it
Yeah, I heard an interview about
only
it.
because, I don't really think this is an issue for superhero and sci-fi movies. Those are usually a pretty diverse,
Yes, I agree.
cast because they're trying to appeal
Yes.
to a diverse,
Right. They and
you
I mean,
know,
and you
audience.
can tell the way Marvel
I
is
think I should sit
converting
this
all
one
the characters to be women, Hispanic, and black. You can tell how all
in the
the
comic
white
books.
guys are retiring, and everything's
comic
being taken
books.
over by the servants. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. But the fact is that they're already doing it. DC has been doing it for years. A couple of the shows that I noticed are girl hero shows, and I was absolutely thrilled because I like looking at pretty girls. I like pretty girls saying snappy lines, and you know what? Kicking ass is kicking ass, and if the bad guys get it, I'm happy.
Yeah,
But you know what? If the Academy didn't like who they picked, don't watch the fucking show. But boycotting and saying, I need you to change your mind and pick somebody who you don't think really did it, that ruins the results. And it's none of their fucking business. If they want to, I'm serious. If they want to have a word in it,
sit
then
this one
they need to join the group that makes the rules, that has the say, that picks the candidates, and that's it. Now, somebody did say that they only picked 8, they could have picked 10, and the other 2 could have been whatever shit would have made the people happy. Still bullshit, I think.
Well,
Creed
my
and
biggest
Straight Outta
problem is
Compton.
that I think what happens is the movies that are traditionally nominated for Academy Awards are not really, the kind of movies that appeal to a wide audience. The Academy Award movies
That's
are
true.
highbrow, artsy-fartsy, limited appeal type films.
100% true.
Whereas the sci-fi, the comic book, all these other horror, all of these kind of movies are for mass audiences.
Right.
And
That's what
once
the
in a
gold.
while,
But that's
one
what
of
the
those
Golden
breaks
Globes
out
are
and
for.
becomes one of those.
Right, like Lord of the
highbrow.
Rings or Dark
The
Knight.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
And I think the
Right,
movies,
more than one big name draw actor, and the rest of them are no one. It's like, even though Fury Road has one actress that anybody knows, everybody else is a no name. If Charlize Theron was not in that movie, it would not have
She
it
was
would
the
not
most
have gotten
famous person in the
She was
movie.
the only famous person
Well,
in the movie.
Tom Hardy is well known.
I don't know. I didn't know any of the faces I saw, but
but
hers.
she's the most well known.
Right. But what I'm saying is, you can't expect the Academy, that was air quotes, folks. You missed the air quotes, to choose shit from people. They don't give Academy Awards to people who are just on the scene. They don't. Almost never does somebody get an award the first movie they're in. Unless they're so freaking lucky that they've got some kind of Scorsese thing going on or something that just pushed them so out in front of the camera.
A lot of those Academy members haven't even seen a lot of those movies.
And that may be. They
like
have
Bridge of
how
Spies
is
should
that
not have
fair?
been in a Best Picture category.
So how's that fair
Who?
to judge then? If they haven't seen most of them.
It isn't fair. But I'm going to say this, though. It's not the Oscars' fault why there's a lack of minorities in there, because the Critics' Choice Awards pretty much voted the same way. all their nominees were, and those are all critics.
That's
that
why I'm not
nominate,
in it.
And they
were
see all the movies.
That's why I'm not
Well,
in it.
but again,
but you just can't blame the Oscars.
I'm
no.
not blaming the Oscars.
yeah, but again, you're looking at the critics who are again looking at that same narrow,
Right.
artsy fartsy, highbrow.
Right.
Instead of saying a movie like Creed, which was incredibly entertaining and also incredibly well done,
And critics,
that deserves,
it's 90-something% on Rotten
Right,
Tomatoes, so the critics really liked it.
Yeah, but the critics didn't
well,
award
we,
it.
Oh, but they
we
nominated
really
Sylvester
liked it.
Stallone, though, didn't
I don't
they?
know that the critics liked it.
That was
the
more of a
people
Lifetime
liked
Achievement
it.
Award recognition right there.
Give them that. They give them that. Don't
But they
snub
do
don't
that.
snub the
They do
thing
that with a lot of older
Don't
actors.
snub the person that the movie was about and who played the role very well. This is 2 years in a row he's been snubbed at awards.
Well, here-
Fruitville Station
Just-
and Creed.
It's true.
Yeah, he got robbed at Fruitville Station.
Fruitville
He was
Station
great
and
in that.
Creed.
Who?
But the critics,
Michael B.
and
Jordan.
the
Oh,
2 years.
in the critics in the acting branch of the Academy who vote on the actors felt that there were 5 other better actors in that category this year.
Well, if he would have been on the
unfortunately, none of them
plantation 200 years ago.
Yeah,
he
but the
would've got
problem with the
nominated.
Academy is that it's 75%, 65 plus white dudes.
in their 60s.
yeah,
I understand.
So
that.
you gotta diversify the membership,
They
which
do
they
need to
are
do
doing.
that. They
They've
do.
kind of enacted some things this
Like I
week
say,
because everyone's boycotting
This
the
was
show.
a movie
But
about
what I'm
200
just saying
years
is
ago
you just
on the
can't
plantation.
blame
He
the
would have got
Oscars
nominated.
when the critics.
Why?
did the
That
same
movie
thing.
won an Oscar.
What did?
You're not getting
Gone with the Wind. Butterfly McQueen won an Oscar in that movie. Do you know why?
For Mammy. Oh,
Because
character name.
she did an outstanding job in a
Exactly.
supporting role. That's why she got
saying-
the nomination. No, what I'm saying is
If this
if
was
you
a
don't
movie-
get nominated is because you weren't good enough, and everybody should just suck it up.
Well, no, here's the real problem. Film studios do not make highbrow, artsy-fartsy movies
True.
for all audiences because they don't think those audiences are going to see those kind of movies. But here's my point about bringing up the topic is that, comic book movies and comic book shows, I would say TV more than the
Right.
movies,
Yes.
do a much better job of
Than most
Right, and,
shows.
and
Yeah,
we
'cause-
get ripped off in the Academy Awards every frickin' year.
Because
Oh, I agree with
look
you.
at the Fantastic Four from this year. You had Michael B. Jordan. You had Ant-Man. You had, what's his name? Pena was the sidekick to Ant-Man.
Man,
Yeah, he could
You
have got
know.
nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Yep.
He didn't. He didn't. And he's Latino.
Same
I'm
difference.
pissed.
Same difference. Same difference.
Yes.
And then when you look at the TV,
Mark Maiorino. They totally ripped me off, man.
Oscar Isaac is a
it's-
Latino as well. So
Everybody,
sci-fi.
I mean, you gotta think about it. You're right. They don't branch out into different categories enough for me. Like you said, it's all about the RC movies that half of us haven't even seen. If you're not a movie fanatic or a serious movie, most people call themselves movie fanatics, but you go see the same type of movies. If you're not a serious movie person, that when a movie comes out in France, you're gonna see it. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
not gonna know what's gonna get
Right,
nominated.
but I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
And this should be enough. And in my mind, this is a clear enough example. Did you see Trainwreck?
No. Not
Okay.
yet.
Do you know
with
who?
Amy Schumer.
Yeah, yeah, but I know.
Right.
But it was still
okay.
a good movie.
Did you see The Martian?
Didn't appeal to me.
Okay. And yet, The Martian was voted best comedy, and Amy
no, I
Schumer's
agree.
movie, if you didn't piss yourself, you weren't listening.
Right.
Okay? So, even at the Golden Globes and People's Choice, people can't grab their ass in the dark with their own hands. In the dark. Their own ass. You understand? It's put your hands down, sit, and there it is. How do you not do that? They can't. You know why? Because they're a bunch of fucking idiots. Go ahead. Next subject.
I'm not exactly sure.
I think we're getting a little testy here.
I'm not exactly sure what that all meant.
No, the idea is, why get upset about it?
I don't know. You seem to be getting upset about it.
No, you're really getting upset about it.
You're getting
Get
upset
up-
because
get-
other
you're
people
getting
are upset.
about it.
I'm
That's right.
getting
Okay,
upset because
okay,
the people who are upset are
then-
upsetting me.
More confusion.
No, that's pretty clear, I
The
think.
point is, this is the point.
Uh-oh.
There isn't enough diversity in the Academy. It needs to change.
Okay.
Well, not just that. There's not enough diversity being made.
Being made.
There's
Like
not
you
enough
were
good
making points
scripts
about-
regarding, you know.
Yeah,
While you were making points about the comic books are changing more heroes to being different races, and now they're doing the whole gay thing and the whole black thing and the whole Mexican thing and the whole female thing. That is fine. That's great. That's being more diverse. Why is it taking so long for the Academy to catch up? It's like they want to deny what's out. Like,
Because-
okay, comic book movies are hot right now.
Because
We don't like comic book movies because we're stuck in the past, so we'll never nominate them.
We're gonna get back to the science fiction.
All right, science fiction.
Grab each other's asses.
That's not the same.
That is not what we were talking about.
This week,
Jesus.
That's an analogy, Mark.
this week
I
we had
know,
a couple of really big TV moments.
Ooh,
Agent Carter returned for its second season.
excellent news.
What? No,
That's okay.
Actually, the ratings were extremely low for Agent Carter, but I will say I watched both episodes. They aired 2 back-to-back. I thought
Oh,
they were
nice.
I thought they were some of the best episodes they've ever
Seems
done.
like they're connecting that with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. now with that black mass.
Yes, the zero matter.
Zero matter, yeah.
Well, you know, everything the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is finding out now, every time they go to the record books, who's going to discover it? She is. So
Well, because she was in the
she was
in the
first.
lead.
Right, she was first. So the only difference is it's going to be one of those things where we don't have the technology to find out what this really is. Fast forward 60 years into the future, we have the technology.
That's called
we
continuity.
can rebuild him. Oh, sorry, wrong.
Well,
Yeah,
to tie it
wrong
back,
movie. Wrong
and to
show.
tie it back into our last topic, Agent Carter's love interest is a black scientist. So
Oh, snap. I had to watch that show.
It just goes to show you that,
Okay, no,
you know,
I
like
still-
I was trying to, the point I was trying to make before was simply, you know, the superhero
Right, it's coming
world
out.
is-
No, it's coming
is a
out.
lot more diverse.
That's why they always bring Martian Manhunter out. That's that token black guy who has superpowers.
Yes. Did you see him fly this week?
He was flying magnificently.
All right. And then the other
and
big,
he does it standing up, as I recall.
not in the TV show.
Oh,
On the
okay.
TV. What? Wait.
He from a standing position.
Like Jesus.
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Rises
yes.
and then moves.
Yes,
He doesn't lean forward.
Yeah, he actually flies.
Oh.
He had to show Supergirl how to fly.
What?
Yeah,
He was helping her. He gave her
proper
some
flight
tips.
technique.
Oh. How condescending.
Thank you.
All right, and then the other big TV event of the week was the series premiere of
Legends of Tomorrow.
Bum bum bum.
Wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It was good.
Did you? Well, I'm assuming you saw Legends of Yesterday. You watched that first, so you had perfect continuity.
The
for
Legends of I seen the Legends of Yesterday.
Yeah.
They were yesterday. Now we're talking about tomorrow.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right, Abbott and Costello. Let's
sorry.
get to our recap here.
Well, suffice it to say that
More like Costello
there was-
and Costello.
Hey, I'm losing some pounds.
Yeah, you're the tall one. You're the tall one. You could be Abbott if you want. No, I thought they did a great transition from Arrow and Flash into the new series. That's all I was saying, because the last year's episode, Heroes of Yesterday, brings it all in. Brings the characters together with all the people, and they kill Vandal Savage. And if hopefully you've seen it, because I'm going to spoil it, because it was last year, and I'm going to spoil it, is that our good friend, the douchebag Malcolm, goes in and scoops up some remains for reconstituting of the worst fucking nightmare that this planet has ever seen.
No, did you hear what he said? Rip Hunter said? They said they thought they killed Vandal Savage. Rip Hunter said the only way he could die is if Hawkman or Hawkgirl give the striking blow. They didn't in the show. Wasn't Arrow the one who did it?
No, it was
Flash.
it was Arrow and Flash with the
With
staff
sword,
of Horus.
right. Hawkman and Hawkgirl have to be the one to kill
Oh,
Vandal Savage.
well, that was we
That's
don't find that
why
out
he-
until the next show.
Well, we find that out on Legends of Tomorrow.
All right, let me ask you
Spoiler.
Right,
guys-
that's what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
didn't
right,
know
right.
that at the time.
At the time, yeah.
But what we knew was Rip Hunter said you can reconstitute him from one atom.
Oh yeah,
And that's what
Oh, yeah,
Malcolm
yeah, that's
did
right.
was scoop up a little box, looked in there and said, "Buddy, you owe me."
All right.
And put the cover on it.
Do you
I remember that
have you had to see Flash and Arrow to get into this show? Will
No.
you be lost if
No.
you've never
No.
seen any?
Not at all.
No.
Because I have only watched Flash. I don't watch Arrow.
I don't watch Arrow either.
What? Why?
Then
I
you're
just
you're
haven't had a
fine. You
chance
get
to.
you get the two bad guys. Adam was never a show.
Correct.
Okay,
He kind of crossed
He's on
over
Arrow.
between
but he's
both
on all of
shows.
them.
Yeah.
He's been on both shows.
I'm
so
familiar with the
you know
characters.
Adam,
I'm familiar with all the characters.
Right.
They all showed up in the Flash episode.
right? And then you know about
But as far as
Hawkgirl
the
and Hawkman.
storyline, you can
no,
jump
not at all.
right
You
in.
don't
You're not
know. You don't
missing
need to know
anything. No, you're not
anybody.
gonna miss
It's
anything.
all self-explaining.
Okay,
Just-
because I
just-
did
It's literally
see-
like a sequel where they go in and the first chapter is explaining what
Consider
everybody's
this-
doing there.
Consider Legends of Tomorrow like the Justice League of DC TV, with Batman, with Flash and Arrow being the Batman, Superman, and
Why
Suicide
are they
Squad.
recruiting villains also?
Because they have a talent set, and
Right.
because at the time the DC universe is kind of shy.
They're
Enough
not
good
bringing
guys.
in- yeah, they're not bringing in.
But
Well,
what Rip Hunter said was that the real reason why he chose these 8 guys, 8, 7, 8,
somewhere in there.
okay, whatever,
8.5.
is that they had no appreciable impact on the timeline. So if they pull them out, nothing that was
happens.
supposed to happen would not any.
In other words, let me go get all
That's
the
why the
B
Flash
list,
is
all the
not
C.
one of
that's
them.
why the Flash and the Arrow aren't on
Let
the
me
team.
go get all the C-list heroes. So if they
Pretty
die,
much.
I can just go back in time and get a real hero.
right.
Okay, so let's break it down. Are you guys going to continue to watch?
I think so.
It was a good show.
Yeah,
I
it's-
recommend
right.
people
It's
to
worth
check it
investing
out.
44 minutes and 23 seconds every week to watch it.
Excellent.
I believe
Brad
so.
timed it out.
No, that's what the timer says on the thing, and that's even with online commercials because I'm actually doing something. Well, no,
Oh, you're streaming it. You're
I
not
had to.
watching it live.
I'm a proctor for an online college student, so I was administering a test during the original airing, so I had to watch it online. Usually on Thursday nights, I would be available for that.
Nice. But I'm going to continue to watch it. It's DC. I have no choice.
All right. Well, the night before Legends of Tomorrow, they did or was it Tuesday
Two nights.
night?
I think it was Tuesday.
night. They did the Flash, and then they had the Wonder Woman, which looks amazing. This debut of the Suicide Squad trailer, which we already covered, was great.
But
And
they showed the very
Batman
first footage of Wonder Woman.
Woman, yep. And then they had Batman v Superman extra footage that they didn't show in the trailers.
Just a few extra
missed it?
A
shots.
few extra shots.
And then they had a bunch of concept art for Cyborg, Aquaman, and
Oh.
the Flash.
Flash, yep.
And they talked about Green
Green
Lantern
Arrow.
and
He's going to be
Green
in
Lantern.
Green Lantern. He's going to be in. Was it Justice League or Batman? No, he's
Like
going to be in
Justice
Batman
League.
vs Superman too.
Justice League. No.
Didn't they say?
You know what? They might have they might allude
I think they
to.
said it's going to just show
Might
up.
be a
It
little
might
Easter
be
egg
Jon
kind of a
Stewart.
thing.
I'm not really sure.
Well, the
because
movie
the script
in
I read
2020
last
is-
year, the supposedly it was sort of like one of the
lead
early
script.
drafts of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The character Jon Stewart shows up as a military character in there.
Oh,
But,
okay.
who knows?
Well, they said
Comic
that-
Central comedian Jon Stewart is in a.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay. No.
Director Jon Stewart.
Stewart.
Oh, okay.
In 2020,
Yeah, that
they're
movie was
supposed to have
abysmal, by the way.
The whole core in there, so it's going to be all the.
See,
Green
that's what I
Lanterns
heard.
from
The
Earth.
Green Lantern movie was actually a Lantern Corps movie.
The core, the whole Lantern.
would be
core
cool.
is
That
gonna
would
be
be
in there. So
very
they're going to
cool, 'cause
have Jon Stewart.
The Ryan Reynolds
Hal,
movie,
gonna have
the
all the
best
human-
part was when they were all together out in
Together.
space. I thought,
Right.
oh, that was
and
terrific.
shooting their
Yeah.
beams of rings up, wasting their power.
Well, and there's
Yeah,
at least 4 lantern colors, right?
there's like 8. It's like
Yeah, it's a-
green, red, white.
Yeah, there's a bazillion of them.
Don't forget Yellow,
Yeah.
Sinestro. And
Yeah.
I hope they bring back
Orange.
Mark Strong as Sinestro. If
He was
they,
great.
if
He
they
was
bring him
great.
back.
Oh,
they
shit,
need to
what's
bring
that
him
goddamn
back.
color? Black.
Just like they need to bring back J.K. Simmons as
Oh,
Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, they
He
got
said he would do it. I don't know how that would fit
That-
continuity wise, but
All right, I'll cover it when. That's right. Go ahead. I was going to bring something up. Something I watched. It was a CW. I was catching up on some of my stuff, and because you mentioned Jameson, I was watching Birds of Prey.
oh, that's an old
Birds of-
show.
Right.
Batgirl when she paralyzed.
Right, right.
Oh, I have the
Batgirl,
whole
Batgirl,
series.
Huntress, and I don't know what the mental girl is.
Yeah, I forgot,
But
but
she has a
I have
name.
the whole series on DVD.
Right. Well, you can watch it online if you want. So I
have
I
it. It's only
rewatched
$10.
it, and I thought it was pretty funny because she made at least she made at least 2 Marvel jabs. One of which was, "Who do you think you are, Spider-Man?" Which I thought was pretty interesting, considering. There was also, I watched Vixen. Have you seen Vixen on CW Seed?
I'm familiar with it.
I've seen the Triple X version.
Have you? I thought
really.
Well, do you know what it reminds me of? Speaking of Spider-Man, is Ultimate Spider-Man leads a team, and one of the team members is White Tigress, and she gets her power from a medallion or a badge.
They stole that.
It's totally stolen. It's, oh my God! It's like wake up and smell your own ass. They totally stole the premise for this character and made it into a girl in no less than Detroit. She is going to be a Detroit crime fighter.
No, Tigress was stolen from Vixen.
No, I don't think so.
Hers.
I don't think so.
Well, we'll have to bet on that.
Beer.
All right, well,
I don't know.
Anyway,
DC was stolen from Marvel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying stuff to
Vixen was
antagonize
so good
you.
that they're actually going to have
I saw she's going to be an Arrow.
an Arrow, and then they're bringing out a season 2
Which? Who? What?
with Vixen.
Oh, live action?
She's going to be in the live. She's going to be an Arrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
because
Legends
I
of
thought it was
Tomorrow.
interesting that they came to that Flash and Arrow came to Detroit to say, "Who'd you think you are, brothers?" And she's like, "Fuck off, or I'll kill you." And then she leaves. And then they look, and Barry's like, "You think she meant it?" It's like, I don't know, you know what? It's so funny. The banter between the two of them in the animated thing is absolutely them on screen.
Now,
It's
does the
perfect
Flash
for editing.
carry the Arrow when he has to like run fast? and get
You know what?
somewhere?
I
Or
have
does he get on his back and pick back.
You know, they're not really clear about it because it's like an 8 or 9 hour drive. I've made the drive. It's not easy, and you got to go straight through. So I don't know how they say, you know, they're what's the thing that
Well, Barry tells him to call him when he's like just outside
right,
of town.
Professor
and
X,
there.
right? But Professor X had a, what is it, Cerebro?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So Cerebro could find mutants anywhere on the planet, right?
Right.
Okay. So Cisco has a machine that, using facial recognition, I have no idea how he does this, but finds metahumans anywhere in the country, and finds Vixen in Detroit. I think in jail, actually. Probably found her on whatever that fingerprint thing is.
On that cast corridor.
Yeah, I'm sure. She was in jail, actually, as
Wow.
the show opens.
Yeah.
At any rate,
Well,
I think it's hysterical that they're like, we got to go check it out. Well, I'm going too. Okay. And then that's what I'm thinking. How does he get there? So now I've seen in the show where if Barry's got to go,
Oliver.
Arrow, thank you, Oliver. Arrow gets on a plane and flies. It's still 3 hours. Barry will be getting there going, okay, when is he showing up? Come on. And then he rents a motorcycle and he shows up on a motorcycle. So in the first encounter, he's on a motorcycle. When he leaves, he just shoots an arrow into a water tower, of which there are none in Detroit.
There's one on Davison and DeQuinder.
Yeah, not a 5,000 gallon water big round barrel.
Yes.
Did it say Detroit Zoo on it?
No, not a water tower.
That would be correct.
A water tank above a building. It's
Yeah, they don't
All
have
right,
any.
all right.
But
Let's
anyway,
get
go
back
ahead,
on
Denver.
track here. We kind of got sidetracked.
That happens a lot.
The other big TV reveal was the 75th anniversary of Captain America before the Agents of Carter
Captain America throws his
premiere.
mighty shield.
They talked
okay.
about Steve Rogers returning as Captain America in the comic book.
Oh,
So we're
okay.
going to have the Falcon version and we're going to have the Steve Rogers version. So I don't know how they're going to deal with two Captain Americas.
but how do they bring him back? They give him the serum
Beats the hell
because
out of me.
isn't Logan back in the books as a decrepit old man?
Old man Logan.
Yeah, old man Logan.
I haven't read the story arc for that yet. but it
You know what?
looks
I
very
gave up. I
amazing.
practically boycotted Marvel when they fucking killed him.
I remember.
After I had to buy almost $50 worth of books just to find out what the fuck's going on.
I remember that from Joe's Hamburgers.
That's right.
Pretty good rant.
I am still buying Hulk books, by the way, so Marvel can mostly fuck off, but I still like my Hulk. And now I just found out it's a little Latino kid with a fucking Brill Cream hairdo. Now I'm really
Bruce
pissed.
Banner isn't the Hulk any?
No, Bruce Banner is retired to being a scientist.
All right, so
until he can find an equation that
He doesn't even care, and the little Latino kid apparently is a better Hulk than he was, except he doesn't have the strongest one there is capability, like we saw in the very first Hulk movie. The madder you made him, the bigger and badder he got.
Berserker Hulk.
That was my absolute favorite feature of the Hulk in that movie. That was the absolute perfect thing, because that's why he was the strongest one there is.
Is the Latino Hulk green or is
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I know they've had red,
and he's got
Hulk
a little baby
and
face.
gray Hulk.
He's got a little baby face, and he's got a big boy curl. He's got a Elias Brothers big boy curl on his forehead, and he's got like a faux hawk. It's annoying. It's degrading.
I just want to know if it was a brown Hulk or something.
Yeah, the Brulk.
That is so not funny.
And yet you laugh. In fact, you cry. The laughing is so enjoyable.
That is so terrible. He's like, is he green?
No, he's purple. They call him the Pulk.
I'm sorry. Okay.
All right, now
We love all races here.
because of the big premieres this week of Agent Carter and Legends of Tomorrow,
Okay.
I thought we could talk about all of the new and returning shows that are coming up in 2016.
Okay.
I'm most excited, first and foremost, Sunday night tomorrow is the return of X-Files.
Yeah, X-Files.
Right?
What about Gotham Rise of the Villains?
That's
coming back.
ongoing. That's already been on.
Is that on?
Yeah, but it's returning from its Christmas
from
break.
hiatus.
Yeah, just
right.
the midwinter
Yeah.
break.
When did it start again? When did it start?
I think it's in February. Most of those shows are coming back in early
February.
So
Okay,
we got a
You
couple
know,
weeks.
right along with Grey's Anatomy and
Yeah, I'm
can't wait to
kind of
see what happens
mostly
with Meredith.
talking about the new shows that haven't
Haven't come
already
out.
premiered.
Colony just premiered.
Yeah, we
Didn't
talked
it?
about Colony last week,
right? Yeah.
There was one other that already started.
Second Chance.
Shannara Chronicles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shannara Chronicles.
That's on MTV. That started a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried watching the pilot. It
Gotta-
seemed kind of like a low rent Lord of the Rings.
No, it's
I'm talking about just
it's hugely popular. The books there's at least four major storylines and over 20 books.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the quality of the story. I'm talking
Right.
about simply the kind of the no-name teen actors that
Oh,
are in
yeah,
it,
yeah.
kind of the cheesy special effects. It just, I watched like the first 20 minutes and I couldn't get into it. I just turned it off. But
Okay.
if somebody tells me down the line that
is
this is
good.
great, maybe I'll catch up
I'm
with
with
it.
it.
But based on that pilot.
Like I said, I'm waiting on the X-Files. I have to go watch all 20 years to catch up before tomorrow. I'll probably die from sleep.
Well, Brad, you
deprivation.
mentioned Second Chance. That's
Yeah.
coming up on Fox.
Yep.
And that is
actually
the story about
Wednesdays. It's Wednesdays at
Oh, it
9
already
o'clock.
started?
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Episode
okay.
3 is on this next Wednesday.
Have you watched any of them?
I only watched the trailer. I didn't have time.
Okay.
I just found out about it. It's actually it's an interesting premise.
Man is brought back to life in a younger person.
Oh,
Right.
that's that movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
And there's a point in one of the things that I was watching where he says, the guy who comes back says to the lady, it's a female bioengineer, and says, "Why did you bring me back?" And she makes a comment about she needed a subject to test a serum on because she's dying of cancer. And since he was dead and there was nobody made any claims, and he had so she brought him back to
He's
life.
the guinea pig for it.
Right, but if you check out the trailer, it's very $6 million man-ish. He didn't just come back. It's bigger, faster, stronger. So now he's kind of in that superhero mode where he's going in and kicking ass and taking names. If the writing holds up, it should be a good show.
Well, we got a couple other big new shows coming up that are based on comic books.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously we've got Daredevil, which is starting up in March.
Starting up in March.
That's the second season. But
Well, they'll just release it all at once when it comes out.
correct.
right.
Yeah.
But the the new shows that we got, I think first up is Lucifer.
I cannot wait for Lucifer.
That is based off of a character in the Sandman series. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
he
that's
is
next week.
cannot
that
he is a
comes
serious
out.
prick in those books. I've read 4 out of the 7 or 8
And I
books.
heard that this is very loosely based, so I
It's
don't know
loosely
how
based.
much
it's
gonna
yeah.
have to
has
do
some
with the
pretty
actual
comics.
series.
It's because it's very tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
It's very tongue in cheek. I mean, they showed a couple things, but he's not supposed to be here.
And
And
he's
his-
supposed to be ruling hell, pretty
Right,
much.
but he doesn't. He's
He doesn't
bored.
want to do it anymore.
Right, he's bored.
So he comes up here and he starts saving people.
Right, but Sandman Slim was in the books when Lucifer came to town. He was his bodyguard, and he's walking around unprotected. He's got a female demon gopher, but I don't see him as needing a bodyguard. He's not interacting that way. He's not.
Right.
He's only barely being obvious that he is who he is.
So is this a series that we're looking forward to?
Oh, I am.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
am. I'm
All right, well, we
looking
got
forward to
2 big ones coming out this summer, 2 comic book adaptations. AMC has Preacher that's
Yep.
being produced by Seth Rogen and his production company.
it. Oh, great.
And that stars Howard Stark.
Because look what they did with the Green Hornet.
The young one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dominic Cooper.
Dominic Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
And
did
he's
so
in
well
the-
with Green
And that
Hornet.
trailer
He's an Agent
came
Carter.
out.
They did very well with that.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, but their comedy movies I think are really pretty good. They did Neighbors.
Oh, no. Neighbors was great.
They
The new
did,
Neighbors trailer looks great, but...
What was the Last Night? Was that what it was called?
Oh,
what was the Christmas one?
Yeah, last Christmas or something like
The
to
night
that effect.
before.
Night
Night
before
Before,
Christmas.
yeah.
Yeah,
that
something
was
like
good. That was good. So I'll give him credit for that. Yeah, the Green Hornet was hit or miss, I
Okay.
thought, but
Yeah.
oh great. So the other one coming
This
I
out.
like
is
the
the end?
car.
This is the end. That was great.
Yeah.
I like the
that was
car.
great. All right,
The Green Hornet.
this
Had the
summer
record
we
for
also have Outcast, which is
Which
coming
one?
on Cinemax.
Okay.
We know it's going to have some good sex and violence.
Sex.
And that is based
Mark is
off
loving this.
that is based off the Robert Kirkman comic book.
Okay.
that he is producing as well. So
Nice.
Oh,
if they
okay.
get half the reaction that The Walking Dead did, they'll be happy.
Okay.
And then last of the comic book adaptations is of course Luke Cage.
What about Iron Fist and the Defenders?
That's not this year.
It's in.
So they are bringing Luke Cage
Says
in
it's
on
26.
Netflix?
They said it was
It comes
2016.
out this year?
Luke Cage is
Well,
scheduled
it's because
to come
Luke
out
Cage
this
is
year.
Luke Cage is already out. He's
No.
on Jessica Jones.
But
He's the
getting-
bartender.
yeah,
He's getting his own show.
His own show.
Right, I understand,
And Iron
but
Fist
he's a
will come
known.
in.
But he's a known quantity. They've already been able to
It's called
say.
a spin-off.
What I'm
Well,
saying
he-
is they've been able to talk to the people who watch the show and say, "Tell me what you think about these characters." Sure, would like to see more of that big black man, and that's what's happened.
Well, that was already
was-
part of their plan was to give all of the Defenders their own series.
Right.
So now-
but
but the-
Iron Fist will come in with Luke Cage because they're. him
I'm
and
sure
Luke
they'll
Cage
introduce
are the
him.
heroes for hire.
Just as Jessica Jones introduced Luke Cage, I'm sure
Right.
Luke Cage will
Right.
introduce
Just
some
Iron
new
Fist.
characters. That way, just kind of this continual
What about Power Man?
rollout.
Same guy.
Yeah, it's the same guy, right?
Yeah, Luke Cage is Power Man.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Am I
And
the
actually,
only
they're
one that
talking
knows what I'm
about the
talking about here?
Punisher because of
He's gonna be in.
he's going to be in Daredevil,
Daredevil.
season 2.
So now these are all
Yes.
Netflix. These are
These
all
are all
Netflix,
Netflix.
shows.
These
Yeah.
are all
So
the
you're
flicks.
saying this Defender series that says it's supposed to come out this fall?
no,
is
that'll
not coming
probably
out
be
this
in
fall?
a couple years.
Oh,
2 or 3.
because it's
Give or take.
It's perfect. Except the Defenders are, hey Nick, Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Is
And
Doctor
the Hulk.
Strange, the Hulk, and Namor?
Yes.
We're the Defenders.
So-
The original
this-
lineup.
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody have anything to say about the Defenders?
but
How
but
do we like
what about
the Defenders?
this? This is all.
So I'm just looking forward to it.
what about Stan Lee's Lucky Man?
I
the
have
hell is
not
that?
heard of that. I do have a list.
Oh,
of,
here, let me read it.
Wait, let him read his list.
I want to read this.
Well, I've done a lot of research. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
heard of that show.
Really?
So now
Really?
Well, here's the problem with Stan
It
Lee.
just kept coming up.
he's old and he can't see.
Right, and he's great. He's a legend. but all of his recent projects have really kind of failed to take
Tanked?
off. Yeah.
Oh.
So I wouldn't put much stock in anything that has Stan
You sank
Lee's
my
name on it.
battleship.
At least new stuff. He does have a cameo in Deadpool, I heard.
Does he get shot?
That would be a good twist.
That would be excellent. Oh wait, sorry.
All right, we have some other sci-fi. We talked about most of the other sci-fi movies: X-Files, Second Chance, Colony. We also have a comedy, sci-fi comedy called
yeah.
You, Me, and the Apocalypse, which
Oh,
was
I haven't
actually
heard of that.
It was a British show, so it's already all run across the seas. They liked it so much, NBC bought it. They're broadcasting it here.
So they're going to re-show the British version, or
Yes,
they're going to
they're not
recast it and
remaking
make
it.
Oh, goody.
Nope, they're just leaving it
Yeah,
as
British
is.
humor is much enjoyable
And I
when it
believe
comes
Rob
to...
Lowe is the big name on that
Really?
show. So it kind of seemed to me a little bit like Last Man on Earth, if you guys have watched any of that.
yeah,
that was
Kind of
annoying.
like, kind of a
Then-
quirky, kind of a
yeah.
comedy thing.
I wish it was the last show.
So now we've got a batch of shows based on books.
Okay.
So that at least we know they've got some good subject matter to work
Well,
from.
not necessarily.
Theoretically.
What are those?
The one that I'm most excited about is 11/22/63.
Oh, my
which is-
birthday.
No, that's the day that Kennedy
was
got
killed.
shot.
Yes.
My birthday.
And it's also the
What?
name. You were born in
born on-
63?
Well, you know,
you were
back
born
in
in-
my days. So there you go.
You were born November 23rd?
Yes.
Oh,
No, I'm
congratulations.
just lying.
Yeah,
I'm
I
lying.
thought you were.
Yes. Okay,
Liar.
go ahead.
It's actually a Stephen King novel
Okay.
that is being produced by J.J. Abrams and starring
yeah, that guy.
our
I got
buddy
tons of
James
problems
Franco, the Goblin, or was he the Hobgoblin? Which
He was
Yeah, he was not. Neither
was
one
Goblin.
of them.
He was
James
just like
Franco
he was
was
just
the
a
Goblin.
Goblin too, or something
Okay.
like
Well, it's just the same thing.
So that's going to be on
that. He
Hulu.
said Hobgoblin. He
Oh
was
yeah,
like-
he was the.
Yeah,
Green
I
Goblin.
wasn't sure which
Yeah.
which Goblin he was.
interrupted.
But,
He was a goblin.
but that looks really good. I guess
Did you just say in utero?
No.
Oh,
You
okay.
interrupted.
So that's what
Yes.
I do.
and then
He's
we've
the
got
goblin in the womb.
we've got a Westworld TV show.
Yes,
that's
I saw
being
that.
produced for HBO.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
Now, this was also in the news this week because apparently they've temporarily shut down production because they want to reconfigure some things and spruce up the scripts. So that's usually never a good sign.
Oh, like
Well-
G.I. Joe too. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yes,
But that show was kind of weird 40 years ago. That movie was really
Yes.
totally bizarre. And isn't everybody dead? No, they're not all dead. Well, unless you count being married to Barbara Streisand being dead.
Well, this
then
is a
everybody's
dead.
dead.
reboot, so they're
That is
starting from
so
scratch. So that's not going to have
terrible.
anything to do with.
Sorry,
the old
I had to
version.
try it. I thought it was in my head. It was very funny. I'm sorry.
Barbara Streisand.
James
is-
Brolin hasn't had a decent role in I don't know how long.
What was he? Where do you?
I don't think James Brolin was in that, was he?
Sure, he was. He was.
Westworld.
Yes, he was.
Was he?
I'm just
James
drawing a
Brolin,
blank.
Richard Benjamin, Yul Brenner. Yes, I watched it.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
was.
Yul Brenner, I like him.
I knew Richard Benjamin and Yul Brenner, of course. I didn't know about James Brolin.
He got killed early. He did
Oh,
not.
that's
He did
why-
not
yeah,
live.
that's why he's
He
not
did not live.
Oh, he was the black guy in horror movies before the black guy.
That's right.
Before they cast black people.
Before they cast
He was
black
the guy who played.
He was
Pee-wee
the
Herman
red
in the
shirt.
Pee Wee Herman story.
Right.
okay,
He was the red
He
shirt.
was the red shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry,
Which were
Denver,
the black
go
guys
ahead.
before
No,
they
that's
cast
okay.
the
We've
black
got
guys? Okay.
there was the Mortal Instruments movie that totally
Yes.
bombed. That was supposed to be
And
the
you
start
know,
of a new series.
I read 3 books and they were all bloody outstanding. So,
Well,
Bloody outstanding.
they were.
Last
Oh,
week,
chap.
Shadowhunters, which is the TV version of Mortal Instruments,
that-
started up.
Oh, really?
And that was on. It's on Freeform or ABC Family. I guess ABC Family is changing their name to
Okay.
Freeform.
Which means
Why? They
so-
still
well,
gonna
I
suck as
have
a
to go to
channel.
abc.com or disney.com to see it
Yes,
if I don't have cable.
yes,
Okay.
you will.
Why do they make it so hard to watch the shows?
Well, there's so many friggin'. I mean, between Netflix, Hulu,
They
cable,
losing money,
ay, ay, ay.
losing money.
Okay, so we've got two
Yes,
Maybe they should start nominating
Two
comic book
more.
movies.
yeah.
book-related series. We've got another English show that ran last year,
Okay.
and they're just bringing it here intact. They're not recasting; they're just re-airing.
Which one is that?
And that's going to be on A&E. It's called The Frankenstein Chronicles.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
And it's starring Sean Bean, so hopefully he'll live in this in this series and won't get killed
Chop
off.
his head off right at the beginning.
That's right.
Hi, my name is Squeak. Oh, okay.
And they're also doing a Van Helsing series on Sci-Fi.
Yes.
Oh,
Which I
okay.
love the movie. Love the movie. Own the movie.
What
Wish
about
they would've made it to.
what about Magicians on Sci-Fi? They had their first
That's-
episode last week.
Yep.
Last week, Tuesday.
Can I
Second
say-
one.
can I
Last week,
say-
Tuesday.
Can I say something about Sci-Fi Channel?
About the
Please
network?
tell me
About the network.
Please tell me you don't watch any of those shows, because for being comics, beer, and sci-fi, I don't think I've ever besides Battlestar Galactica, I don't think I've ever watched any
just wanna
show on
say-
Sci-Fi.
Fuck the Sci-Fi Channel
Okay, good, thank you.
because they canceled Defiance, and I loved Defiance.
Okay. I don't have a
Fuck the Sci-Fi Channel.
I don't have a problem with that.
Then they left it on a cliffhanger because he went off into space. He's going to different planets, and then it's like, will he ever come home?
No.
Welcome back. And then it was like, I can't wait till next season. And it was like,
You just need somebody else to buy the script and move on.
you know, I'm really not liking your attitude today, Brad. You were better last week. Just saying.
There's also another show. It's not really based on a book, but it has literary
Implications.
ties, if you will. It has. It's called.
That's a 25-cent
It's called Houdini and Conan, I think.
The Barbarian?
O'Brien.
No.
Oh,
It's
no.
it's actually it's based
Destroyer?
on a real friendship between Harry Houdini and Arthur Conan Doyle. So
Oh.
maybe
Nice.
it's Houdini and Doyle. Maybe that's the actual name of it.
Doyle
Conan
and
would be
Dini.
a cooler name, but so what they're doing is
So
they're
it's like
basically
Cagney Lacey or something.
It's basically turn of the century X-Files.
Okay.
Where they go and kind of solve supernatural.
So you
League
telling
of
me?
Extraordinary
I'm gonna say. So you
Gentlemen.
telling me
Yeah.
Harry
Awesome.
Houdini lived a secret life as a government agent that solved alien mysteries?
Actually, in real life, Harry Houdini was a spy during World War One.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of where they're basing that off.
I bet
of.
you he
Right.
was never caught.
And he was a.
Where did that spy go? Damn it. He disappeared on us again.
just had him in handcuffs. God damn it!
Where's that
Yeah.
straitjacket?
Next time,
Straight jacket.
put him in a 400-gallon water tank upside down by his ankles. We might keep him then.
Keep him that time.
You know what's funny is I'm a big Houdini fan, and he
Yeah.
was a huge skeptic. So I think
Yeah.
he's going to be kind of doing the Dana Scully role,
Okay.
of trying to debunk these things. And
Okay.
Arthur Conan Doyle was,
The-
obviously he wrote the Sherlock Holmes books,
Right.
but he believed in mentalism and
Right.
that whole kind of spiritual world with fairies
So
and all
you know,
that mumbo jumbo.
Vandal Savage taught Houdini everything you know. That's what he said on the show. I'm just
I
saying.
did not know that.
Vandal Savage taught
Told Houdini.
everything he knows.
Well, the guy was obviously a douchebag.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Or the guy who's acting him is doing a really good job.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. He
Okay.
totally needs a punch in the dick, I'll tell
The
you.
last two shows I wanted to mention, I brought up for Brad.
Oh, see, that's how you can tell I'm in much better form today, because you're laughing at my jokes.
I don't know about that. You still were better last
We've
week.
got, along with X-Files, as far as reviving old shows, we're going to have new episodes of Samurai Jack and the Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network.
That's
Powerpuff
awesome.
Girls.
Yeah.
Did I get excited for that? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Let me cross my legs.
I don't know when they're coming out, but
Yeah, you don't want to
sometime
see
in
that
2016.
little pee-pee
Yes.
tent.
Yes. I got excited for that. I'm sorry.
That's my favorite announcer voice. Are you kidding?
What?
The Powerpuff Girls announcer.
The Powerpuff. Oh,
Yeah.
you probably do it a lot better than
Yeah.
I do.
It's
Go
one of my.
ahead,
It's one of,
Brad.
no, that's
no,
okay.
It's one of your, okay.
I was
The
better last week.
Powerpuff
That's all right.
Girls. You were a little sick last week.
Was a little
Q,
had a little
Q, by
head
any
cold.
chance, do you do an impersonation of Brad doing the announcer
You know,
voice?
My Brad, I'm not really a good one.
No, okay. All
Decent. I could try.
right,
I
good.
could try. Let me see if I can
Try.
Yeah, clear your throat in the microphone. Good job, Chief.
They had to get the feel.
Yeah.
The Powerpuff Girls. Yeah. Was that pretty good?
So that was Q as Brad
That was
as the Powerpuff
as the
announcer.
Powerpuff
Okay.
Girls announcer.
Got it.
Just,
So do we have any other shows that we're looking forward to?
Well, I have
Denver.
one other show that I'm
right over there, Keith?
really, really looking forward to, although it has nothing to do with superhero science
okay, cool.
fiction.
Grey's
beer.
Anatomy?
Awesome.
No. American Crime Story.
Okay.
O.J. Simpson. Don't
yeah.
don't ask me why. I've been seeing all the commercials, and oh god, it looks awesome.
I just want to point out
20 years and we haven't had any really good media distractions lately. So
I
it's
just
about
want to
time.
point out,
Yes.
even we know he did it. I'm just saying.
Even we know he did it.
Even we know
You mean the comics, beer, and sci-fi crowd knows that OJ was
we know
guilty?
he did it. I
think the only person who doesn't know OJ was guilty is OJ.
I don't know. He did say if I killed my
drank
wife,
the
this is how I would
Kool-Aid.
do it.
He drank the Kool-Aid so
Hey.
many times he doesn't even remember
Hey.
doing it.
Johnny Cochran probably is just that good.
Yeah, that could be.
Here, drink the Kool-Aid again, OJ.
What's in here? Just drink the Kool-Aid.
I brought that up only because we seem to be kind of stuck on race this episode.
Yeah,
so I figured
a little bit.
If that
I just
one
want to point
doesn't,
this out to all the people on YouTube. This is what we talk about outside of Common Spring Sci-Fi. We have heated discussions. They make me sit in the back of the bus all the time.
They let you on the bus?
Well, that's
The
where the
short
extra
bus.
wide seats are.
Boy, I remember my vacations when I was a kid, and there was a good thing there was a luggage rack on top of the car because I didn't get in the back of the bus. They just strapped my ass to the roof.
That's all right. Let's find something else to boycott.
All right, one last note. I just want to direct everyone to our YouTube channel. We posted some new videos this week that we shot at Comics Oasis in
Yes.
beautiful Allen Park.
It was Allen Park? That's fire.
And check out the video of mine with me talking about the Mego toys and all the toys I loved as a kid. Eee.
Just check out me talking about my Power Ranger flip toys. They were nice.
Yep.
I remember. I seen that commercial. I was like, I'm gonna go buy some like on Amazon or something.
Yeah, we've got a couple new videos coming up this week from that Comics Oasis shoot, so check it out on YouTube.
I just want to point out, Brad. I mean, it was a joke, but you said you were old. But did you see all the black and white footage from those G.I. Joe commercials that Denver had to pull up? Were they reel-to-reel footage?
1960s, babe.
Did you have to get the reel-to-reel out to
Those
How'd you
commercials
convert
were
that?
hilarious.
Yeah, but those commercials were, I'm sorry to say, before my time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, those are 1960s. I mean, but those sold those toys though.
Those
showing
sold.
kids dropping that shit in
The
the tub. You
Yeah,
know?
when he dropped it in the tub, I was like, "You're gonna ruin the tub." Oh, wait, they
The part of
actually-
the commercial that I didn't put in there was when they brought the hazmat unit out for radiation leaks.
Oh,
and they showed
wow.
them hosing down the equipment.
wow.
I was like, that's some extreme toys.
we're gonna,
Holy-
Duck and cover.
yes, yeah,
we
exactly.
see- we
That was
see
the
what,
scariest shit they did to us back in the 60s.
Comic Cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
the
fucked
scariest
up.
shit they did to me, Rita tried to take over the world. That was about it. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Power Ranger.
Oh.
Again.
All right, well, next week we will talk about all of the 2016 movies coming out. There's a whole boatload of comic books, science fiction, horror, action, all kinds
good.
of great horror or
And then we'll
Big
see.
movies.
We'll be able to see whether or not The Boy makes it a whole week in the theater.
yeah,
And the
probably.
fifth wave.
Yeah, that I'm expecting
Well, the
next
fifth
Friday.
wave
It's a
gonna-
race to see
I'm
which
guessing
one is
next
out of the
Friday,
theater first.
neither of
It's
them
a
will
race
be.
which one hits the top 5 in the box office this week.
First of all, the fifth wave is going to die out after the second wave. I just want to put that out there. And then
After the
boy,
fifth day.
Yeah, after the fifth day. And then the boy, I don't think he's going to grow up to become a man. I'm just saying.
That should have been the headlines in some of these critics,
The
review.
boy doesn't grow up to become a man.
And the fifth wave won't last fifth day. He gets
So
on
I'm
the
just
fifth day.
saying. I'm just saying, it's just, yeah. Oh, Batman Bad Blood came out, the new DC animated movie comes out. Came out for digital download this week.
I usually pick that up at my video
It
store.
comes out it came out last week for digital download. It comes out this week for
Yeah, they usually space those
DVD,
out a
yep.
couple of weeks
Yep.
between the physical and the digital.
And
And
the
if
physical,
anybody
so-
has any buy one get one free kids tickets for matinees, you may want to stop and go see Norm of the North because those lemurs look pretty
Season
funny.
in the North.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came out last week. My kids are dying to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
yet to take them.
Okay. I'm still waiting on Lego Movie
Because
too.
a talking polar bear is technically science fiction. Just saying.
That's true. That's true.
Is it?
And animated stuff, technically comics. So it falls
So
under.
do we count Creed as like nowadays because Rocky has his own universe? I think we could make an exception.
Well, some of those Rocky
There's the
movies
Rocky
were pretty far-fetched. So
Yes, they were.
that kind of bordered that Ivan
You know?
Drago stuff kind of bordered.
Forget that robot.
We'll just say, we'll just say the robot. That's science fiction right there. We'll just say, Ivan Drago got pumped full of mystical serum.
So
The Captain
when
America
After the
serum.
super soldier
is
serum.
Doctor
So-
Strange coming out?
At the end of the year, I think
Okay.
November
Okay.
of this
So,
year.
Nick, are you
and,
looking forward to Doctor
And
Strange?
Star
Nick?
Wars 8 got pushed to
Oh, yeah, we forgot
spring
to talk
of
about
2017.
No, it was going to
didn't
come out
forget.
in the summer or
Oh, now it's put to the end of the year in 2017.
Correct.
And
Right.
then
We lost.
Avatar had to move. Avatar 2, there's no date for it.
Yep.
They just moved from that date. They were coming out the same week as Star Wars.
Well, they just gave Cameron an excuse to push it back even
So we
farther
can
because he keeps
tweak
every
more
couple months he keeps pushing it back farther and farther.
So,
and farther.
okay, not to change, but the Avatar. Do you think they waited too long?
if these movies are great,
Well, they already
he can
killed off
bring
Sig-
people. He
Yeah.
can bring people.
They already
back
killed
into the
Sigourney
audience.
Weaver, so who cares?
She's coming back though.
She's coming back.
They're bringing her back from the
Did
dead.
they make her a tree or something?
Oh,
Something
yeah, she
like that.
bonded with the tree, didn't she?
Yep.
She
She's
bonded
coming
with the
back.
tree. She's one
coming
with
back.
Awa.
Get away from that tree, you bitch!
All right.
Take your hands off me, you damn dirty ape.
I'm just saying.
Damn dirty grape!
People walk up to the tree and you see the little eggs come out and start shooting acorns at them.
That would be cool.
You cut the tree and acid
A
comes
trunk
out.
hugger. All right, Brad, on that note, I think we got to wrap it up.
All right. Well, I think everybody needs to go to Able Ideas and buy some books to keep us going and keep our sponsors running. And everybody needs to go to comicspearandsci-fi.com and look at all our episodes. And everybody needs to go to YouTube and subscribe to our Comics Beer and Sci-Fi channel. And everybody needs to go to Facebook and like us. God damn it. We're going to hunt your ass down and kill you. Because we can grab your ass in the dark because we got that. Never mind. Please join us next week for
I think I like last week's Brad better.
Comics, Beer,
A little
and
less intense.
Sci-Fi.
This is Brad Levin from our beautiful studios in downtown Birmingham.
I'm glad you're back in your mess.
Nothing an
Brad.
enema
Thank
won't
you.
fix.
Thank you.